Hey guys, Dwayne here. Wanted to chat about an interesting conversation I had with my middle daughter last night, who's a junior in high school. All this week they've been having classes on abusive relationships. And I hadn't really thought about it. I mean, I did get the notification from the school saying that they were doing this in the normal weekly announcement. But it really wasn't until I was sitting down last night at dinner and started talking to my daughter about this, and it was really amazing. I mean, they were having conversations about emotionally abusive relationships and escalations and you know they didn't say love bombing stage, but the what did they call it? Love and roses stages or love and hug stages. I mean, they really covered a lot of information. And as I sat down and talked with my daughter more about it and was asking questions, they even went through scenarios. The instructor actually passed out cards with different scenarios. I think one of them was, you know, your boyfriend or girlfriend you text all the time and you're unable to text, and they're attack texting you and, you know, asking you why you're not answering and stuff like that, and we're having the kids rated. And it was really kind of interesting because they spent, I don't remember how long the class was, but spent a lot of time with these scenarios and really talking about it. And the teachers actually made all the kids clean all their stuff off their desks. The person who was doing the class, who I've since spoke to, was wanted to do it as a individual smaller group so that she could connect with the kids. And so I had gone into the school today to say, hey, I want to talk to this person. You know, I want them to call me. I think she probably thought I was upset about it. So when I finally had an opportunity to chat with her on the phone for a few minutes, I think initially she was like, I got a call to call you. And I'm just like, hey, I just wanted to say that what you're doing is outstanding. I wanted to ask if it was more of a, because of where we're kind of in a unique location, or if it was district-wide or California-wide. Unfortunately, it wasn't. But I just wanted to share this because I know in a lot of live streams and even in comments and stuff, and even in conversations one-on-one with people, there's a lot of discussion about that kids need to be educated on emotional abuse and how to identify it, how to advocate for yourself, how to set appropriate boundaries. And as I was listening to my daughter rattle off what they were talking about, it was really impressive. So I know this is kind of an out of cycle video. I wanted to just share that with you because I thought it was really interesting. I am going to try to interact and meet up with this person to find out more about the program. Where she actually works is she's part of an outreach advocacy type program. So, you know, it was pretty interesting. And from what she was telling me when I talked to her, a lot of the kids were also asking about other issues, like, you know, well, hey, do you have any classes on anger management, or do you have anything on some other stuff? So it seemed like the kids were really hearing it. And when I talked to the instructor on it, she had said that she was surprised, or she could tell that even as she was going through it, you know, some of the kids were looking at each other, you know, making the little eye contact like, oh, wow, you know, so-and-so's doing this, right? So I think it's, you know, we talk a lot about, you know, narcissistic abuse awareness, and they didn't use terms like this. And then, you know, I mean, I asked, I said, whenever they were talking about the lovey-dovey stage, I said, well, did she say it was, you know, love bombing or anything like that? So it wasn't being taught as a narcissistic abuse type class, but it hit all the points. And it was talking about how to watch out for your friends, to be able to see whenever they're doing things that aren't really, you know, healthy for them, and how to intervene and how to engage with them and how to appropriately talk about it. And guys, I was flabbergasted. The fact that this is finally, now I know it's not mainstream and I know this is a small thing, but to have this in our classrooms is incredible. I mean, this is exciting. I think it's exciting stuff. I mean, can you imagine if we all would have had this type of information early on, you know, taught to us in high school about how to interact and how to, you know, what was abusive and what wasn't abuse, you know, what was right and what was wrong. You know, I mean, I know when I went through high school and they were pushing the seatbelt laws, I mean, that forever changed my life. I mean, I went from, oh hell, I'm wearing seatbelts. I mean, if they can instill this information into our young kids, you know, I mean, and then you couple that with the knowledge that we have to be able to help them, I think it's really, hold on, make sure my stuff doesn't fly away. I think it's really exciting stuff. So wanted to take a moment just to share that with you because I think that's some pretty good news. I do intend to try to carve out some time to go meet up with this person and get a copy of what they were training and teaching. You know, maybe I can even do an interview or something with it. I absolutely want to be an advocate for this because you all know that this information is absolutely critical. And the idea that my, you know, almost 17-year-old daughter is getting this training, and it really sunk in. I mean, we had a long conversation about this. Now my youngest, my 12-year-old got kind of bored with the conversation, but it was amazing. And to hear, you know, to run scenarios. It's like, okay, well, what happens if this happens? Well, this is what you need to do. I mean, you know, my middle daughter was actually rattling off the appropriate way to deal with a lot of stuff, and it was really cool. Now we didn't talk about it in context of you know, obviously this channel with my daughter, and I didn't talk about it in context with her mom, and that's, you know, it's almost irrelevant. If our kids have a blind spot with one of their parents, okay, fine. But if they can get this figured out to where they can recognize bad toxic relationships early on and make appropriate changes and take steps to either open up communication to make sure that what's really going on, or, you know, see the warning flags, or what my daughter said is, you know, when you see the little W in the corner of the screen, you know, act on it, which was just, I was completely flabbergasted. So definitely wanted to share that with you guys because I think you would find that interesting. Hopefully I'll have some more information about this going forward. Definitely want to, I mean, even potentially if I could even do a collab and an interview or something, I'll do that. There's some logistic issues that have to be worked out on that, but just wanted to share that. So love to hear what you guys think about this being taught in school. So if you have a comment on that, please put that in the comments below. If you like this video or the idea of what's going on, give it a thumbs up. Share it with other people too. I mean, actually, or maybe share it when I do the interview. That'd be even better. And if you like the channel, please subscribe. And I will chat with you all on the next video. Take care, guys.